Faith Action International House started about 20 years ago with the goal of turning strangers into neighbor, making Greensboro a more inclusive city, a more accepting city. And in fact, it's working so much so that Greensboro is becoming a model for cities all over the country. David Vaccaro is the director of Faith Action International House. How did Faith Action really get its start?
About 20 years ago, a group of faith leaders, immigrant leaders, and other community leaders recognized that our community was about to go through a pretty significant demographic shift. Over the last 20 years, Guilford County has experienced an over 1,000% increase in its immigrant population, bringing tremendous new ethnic, cultural, and religious diversity. And so that group recognized the beginning part of that and said, wouldn't it be great if we created a place that was kind of a first stop for newcomers so they felt like they had new friends and could navigate the system? Wouldn't it be helpful if we had a place that could do some outreach to the community to make sure people knew who their newest neighbors were? They weren't dealing with myths, but facts and stories about them. And wouldn't it be awesome if we had a house or a location where they could come together, eat together, laugh together, sing together, kick a soccer ball together, and that was kind of the roots or the foundation for how Faith Action started, and that was about 19 years ago.
And so that really grew into kind of three specific areas where you're working.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the service, and our services have certainly grown from everything from English and computer classes to legal services to help with food, housing, and health care to the Faith Action ID card program. In addition, we really saw that there was a great demand, especially from schools, social service agencies, faith communities, for trainings on diversity and immigration. And then certainly people loved, most of all, getting a chance to meet their new neighbors, like I said, to eat together, to laugh together, and to kind of build their own unique relationships.
Dulce Ortiz is the administrative assistant here at Faith Action House. She came to Greensboro from Mexico, right?
Yes, 13 years ago.
And what was that like when you first got here?
Well, it was some challenge, the differences of the language barriers, and the different culture, but it was a good thing. I can feel it the first time I came here.
How did you come to find Faith Action International House?
I am looking for opportunities for volunteer for my son, which is 16 years old, and I got very excited when they tell us all they do, everything they have to offer for the community, and the great changes that they were doing. So I was looking for a place for my son, but I fell in love, and then I started volunteer here at first, and then it was open the position for administrative assistant, and that's when I started working for.
Do you find that people really change their perspectives once they get involved? Both immigrants and people who've lived here all their lives really kind of change their perspectives about their new neighbors?
Yeah, absolutely. All the time we have seen on these events that we have, Stranger to Neighbors dialogues, how they can come together, and when we mention, we used to do this, or like to go to the baseball games, and people sometimes got surprised that we don't only like soccer, that we also enjoy a baseball game at the Grasshopper Stadium, or we have kids on our scouts, different type of churches and ideas, and so we all open to learn new things, and we learned that once we open that door, everybody is willing to share and to learn a little bit more, and that is incredible.
You mentioned the ID program. Can you tell us a little more about that?
Yeah, so it's no secret that in our nation right now there tends to be a lot of tension between law enforcement and minority communities, certainly with Ferguson and in New York and many other cases recently. That's very evident. And oftentimes the same can sometimes take place with immigrant communities, especially those for whom a legal status is an impossibility right now because of federal immigration law. And so when they are victims of a crime, oftentimes they won't contact local law enforcement because they're afraid that it might turn into an immigration case. And that's not good for them, and it's not good for anybody in our community, because ultimately we don't want people that are going to do our community harm just running free because people are afraid to contact local law enforcement. And so we said, we have a real problem here. If our clients aren't willing to contact local law enforcement, it means a less safe community for all of us. So we said, let's bring together local law enforcement, the immigrant community. So we reached out to some of our faith community partners and held a series of dialogues, including hundreds of immigrants, about a dozen people from the local police department. And slowly but surely, they listened to one another. They deepened their perspectives. Stereotypes were challenged on both sides. We often had a lot of immigrant officers who would come, and they'd listen first to the stories of immigrants and why they were afraid to contact local police. And you just watched this kind of vulnerability, this trust being built, and cooperation. And ultimately, they said, one of the things we have in common is a broken federal immigration system. That's one thing that Democrats, Republicans, and Tea Partiers can all agree on. They disagree about how you fix that. But our question together in that space was, how do we pick up the pieces of a broken system in a positive way that creates a better, safer, more united community for all? And that's where the Faith Action ID program came from.
And it's actually an ID that anyone in the community can get.
Yeah. So here's my ID here. It just has my name, address, date of birth, country of birth, and it needs to be renewed each year after you get it. Just a simple photo ID, and on the back is our logo and contact information in case anybody who receives the ID wants to learn more about it. This ID is not charity. It's a partnership. They pay $10 for this. There's a process in order to get the ID, a proof of address, and a former photo ID, and it's not always the easiest thing to get for everybody. So there's a process that's been vetted by the department and by the city, and so they feel they've earned it. And it's a partnership now that brings the entire community closer together. So for families to be able to say, we belong, we matter, we value to this community means the world.
What is your experience with the ID program, and how have you seen that really making a difference in our community?
Well, it's making a difference in both sides. One, because for the people who is immigrant, we need something to identify ourselves. Sometimes in our country of origin, we don't have that to attach to get our IDs and things like that. So we come here and we see a different culture. And I think it's really good for us to feel like we belong to this community. It's going to welcome us.
And in fact, cities around the country are now looking at this as a model.
Yeah, we just held an ID conference, the first of its kind in the nation that we're aware of. And Winston, Charlotte, Siler City, Burlington, Gibsonville, Raleigh, Durham, government officials, law enforcement, nonprofit leaders, immigrant and faith leaders were all there to learn from the Faith Action ID concept. And it was great because all those cities are now looking themselves at creating an ID program. We are the first city in the South to have a program that is accepted both by local law enforcement and the city, and that's something we ought to be very proud of and happy about in Greensboro. And when was the last time, that Charlotte said, Greensboro, how did you do this?
In the past couple of years, about 2,000 people in our community have gotten the Faith Action ID. They have the ID drive 6 to 8 times every year. You can find out a lot more about the services, the programs, and the Stranger to Neighbor events, plus, of course, the ID program by going to faithaction.org.